Hello again, everyone. Todd Staruch, the Horror Nerd, here at Scares That Care Charity Weekend 7 in Williamsburg, Virginia. It is day 3, Sunday. We are starting to wind things down, and I must say it has been a whirlwind. But I consider myself very fortunate to be standing here next to legendary actor, star of Halloween 3, The Fog, you name it, Mr. Tom Atkins. Tom, how are you?
Escape from New York.
Escape from New York.
Night of the Creeps is my favorite.
It is?
I'm good. Yeah, I'm good. Nice to meet you, Stuart. Stuart?
Todd. But you can call me any.
They forget
any name you want, Tom. It's fine. No, it's all good. Yeah, I have never gotten that one. I get called Scott a lot. But Stuart,
oh God! Don't confuse me. I'll start calling you Olivia. Yeah, Todd.
That would be okay. Tom, how's the weekend been for you so far?
It's been sweet, really nice, very steady. It's a little show. It's a kind show. It's a great cause that they raise money for. I'm happy to be here, and it's always good to see Joe Ripple, who runs it.
Joe is a good guy.
Yeah, he is.
And we appreciate you being here helping us raise money for a good cause.
I've had a lovely time. A lot of really nice fans, and I love the fans of the horror genre. They're the same gang, and they just keep coming around the country. And now they're aging, some of them, and their children are now involved in following the horror movies and stuff. Yeah.
Well, speaking from experience, my daughter, who's helping me this weekend, is getting caught up on all of the horror films that I grew up with.
Yeah.
So it's been fantastic getting to share that with her, I must say.
The ones that I loved growing up was, I'm an old guy, and they were the original Frankenstein, The Bride of Frankenstein, and Dracula, Wolfman with Lon Chaney, and I love those. And my favorite sci-fi film growing up was the original The Thing. It came from outer space with James. The monster was played by that Western star.
I know exactly who you mean.
His name is leapt from my mind.
Me too.
Yeah.
You know when it's going to come to me, Tom? At 2 a.m, I'm going to sit bolt upright in my bed.
Probably on the way back to Pennsylvania in my car.
Right.
Oh,
right.
That's it.
Exactly.
That's the one.
I'm going to come running back in here later.
Yeah.
Tom, I can't think of his name. But so, Tom, you have been part of so many iconic horror films, but you mentioned that Night of the Creeps happens to be your favorite.
It is my favorite, yeah. Of mine, the ones that I made, my favorite movie is Casablanca, but my favorite movie is Night of the Creeps.
Fantastic. Is there a particular reason why?
I had all wonderful lines in it, and we had a great time shooting it, and it was a wonderful experience in L.A. and getting to drive around an old Merc and shoot zombies and kill creeps and blow them up, and we had a wonderful time.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
So Halloween 3 happens to be one of my personal favorite horror films.
Yeah.
And I am glad that in recent years it's getting a lot more love than it did, because so many people seem to be annoyed that it didn't have Michael Myers.
I know.
And they don't get the point.
There's no place in it for Michael Myers. It's not part of his story. It's a different story altogether, and it was John Carpenter's intention at the beginning to do an anthology of Halloween movies and make a different one every year.
Right.
And the producers of the original Halloween said, no, keep making Michael Myers, but since Halloween 3 is already in the shoot and we've green-lit it, and so you can make that, but don't make any more like that.
You know, it's such a good movie on its own. If they had left Halloween out of it and just called it Season of the Witch, I think
but the producers, they wouldn't have no part of that. They wanted the Halloween wanted it to be part of the Halloween franchise. And
Sure, I think from a fan standpoint, though,
Yeah.
they can't separate the two, unfortunately.
well, a lot of people did walk up at the early days and said, nasty things about it. And I didn't care. I thought it was a good film.
Yeah, agreed. So, Tom, one last question. You've had a long and storied career. Any regrets along the way?
Not a one that I could think of. I don't know any. No, you mean? How do you mean? What regrets?
Well, just meaning, it can be
Movies
a
that I made?
crazy business. Is there ever a time where you thought maybe this isn't for me?
Nah, this was a business for me since I left Pittsburgh and went to New York to be an actor, and got lucky and started working right away, and it's been great. My only regret is that my dad, who tried to talk me out of it and wanted me to stay in Pittsburgh and work for J&L Steel, he died before he had a chance to see anything. So I regret that, but I have no personal regrets of my own.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good.
Sure.
Tom, before I let you go, any final words to the viewers about Scares That Care and your experience here this weekend at the convention?
Just keep watching films, horror films, all films, and read a lot. Read everything. And grow up just enjoying reading and going to the movies and sitting at home with your mom and dad and anybody and watching films and being cozy together and be kind.
Words of wisdom from Tom Atkins, everybody. Tom, thank you so much for a few moments of your time.
Thank you, Olivia.
I truly appreciate it. I'm going to call you Ted from now on, if that's all right.
Seeing you, Todd. Thank you.
You too. I had a good time. I am just a fan at heart. So it really was a thrill for me to get to spend a few minutes with you. I really do mean that.
Oh, thanks.
So I wish you health and happiness and success.
Thank you.
In everything that you do. Thank you. Tom Atkins, everybody, here at Scares That Care, Charity Weekend 7 in Williamsburg, Virginia. I'm the horror nerd, Todd Staruch, signing off, and we will see all of you in the next interview.